last time out, but they've still been in good form. Winners of 6 of their last 8. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, fully healed from that shoulder injury last season. It's the 14-year veteran, Tony Romo.
One of the best ways to sum up Tony Romo, from undrafted to invaluable. The Cowboys need him on the field, under center, to realize their dreams of trying to get to the Super Bowl.
They come up in an offset eye. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Get ready.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the 50, it's Romo. Steps away. And an alley to run. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Romo. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, Romo escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll try the air now with Romo. And his throw here's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Brent Grimes is one of those cornerbacks who was overlooked coming out of college and plays each and every game with a chip on his shoulder.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Now Jameis on second down. He's got time. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
He missed all of last year with a torn ACL and MCL, but it's so good to see Orlando Scandrick back on the field and making plays. Another interception for him.
shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Romo. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They got 29 yards there. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That flows
He's got a good ring,
well,
so I'm going to start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, here's Romo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Gavin Escobar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. One receiver to the left is Evans. On second down, Winston again. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
And the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Evans has it left side. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, and the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd down, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Winston on 3rd and 2. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the Bucs forced to punt on 4th down, and on is Jake Shum to do the honors. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now the 5th-year man, this is Lance Dunbar. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lance Dunbar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there's a flag on the field.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 1st down, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Bailey now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cowboys are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Buccaneers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. 3rd down from the 12. The pass ends up being picked off. Scantrix is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the interception. Escobar is by himself here, and this play goes for a score. Cowboys is up now by 7. 3rd down from the 26. Dunbar is going to bust out into the open space, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Cowboys up now by 14.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And they'll give it to him here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Oh, nice move. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
This is Elliott. He cuts right sideline in some space. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd and 10, Romo forced out to his left. Now he'll throw, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Extra point try by Bailey. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Romo. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Romo. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Another pistol look here. To throw is Romo. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rolling to his right. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
2nd and 10. Romo once more. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake, and it's Romo. Deep drop. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here's Humphries. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. They set up the screen to Martin. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd down, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll take it at the 42. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Here's Romo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack. 1
receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 4th down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. And not a good performance by them or by their offense, for that matter. It just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter is, having played defense, your pride says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers could be pointed on both sides.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
So now 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some space here. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 40 yards on the ground.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Hey. 4 down.
Romo going to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross
generation. It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And every time you and I see this team, we've done, I think, a handful of games for them now. We're saying, is this going to be the week that they fall off? Is this going to be the week they just keep winning?
And the best part is they're getting challenged because they are the team that everyone is circling on the schedule now. Can we be the ones to stop this juggernaut? So far, no one's been able to do it.
So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.